should stop this fighting. Otherwise, we'll miss the fireworks.
There won't be any fireworks.
And here we...
Not the protesters we saw during the daytime who were, utilizing their First Amendment rights.
Whoa.
Yeah, it did get out of control with the overpass on Spring Street, with the CHP vehicles, with the Waymo vehicles, like you said, over in Olvera Street area. But what we're seeing now these are anarchists. These are not law-abiding citizens. These are people that want to cause problems, and they've come into L.A. to do so.
Wow. And as you're saying that, we're watching somebody who was doing backwards donuts in that intersection. A man driving through without a shirt on with this minivan. Not sure what his intentions were or what's going on there, but this guy's taken off at a high rate of speed. And there's people out in the streets right now. We don't know if he was...
As motorbike riders took on the riot squad. But they didn't get far.
Another one.
Sections of the mob then went on the rampage. Targeting a number of self-driving cars, they went up in flames with the help of an American flag. The smoke billowing across the city, mixing with tear gas. As people were arrested, others were willing to join the fight. It was time for calm.
The street, you can hear all the sirens. There are several LAPD vehicles down there. We have some coming by right now, and there goes some of those explosives and fireworks we were talking about. And we have seen this numerous times. There's a crowd that has been here throwing some of this onto the freeway. And again, obviously this is a very dangerous situation. This is the kind of activity that police are trying to stamp out here. And we have to tell you, there have been massive crowds of protesters gathering in the streets around the Federal Detention Center all day, angry about a series of sweeps in the LA area during which ICE detained dozens of people, some setting fire to several Waymo vehicles, the blazes sending up thick plumes of black smoke. And tonight we saw people burning other materials on a street near City.
Escalating over the weekend after first erupting Friday following workplace raids by federal agents at multiple locations across LA. On Saturday, President Trump invoking a rarely used law to call up the National Guard, defying California's governor who argued he would only inflame protesters who took over a major interstate Sunday, bringing traffic to a standstill.
We're here on 101 right now. Protesters have shut down the freeway. You can see flashlights have been going off. Police are closing in. Protesters are running southbound. Let's go.
Police dispersing the crowd with tear gas and rubber bullets. Police cars set on fire, and the LAPD chief saying officers were targeted overnight.
Tonight we had individuals out there shooting commercial-grade fireworks at our officers. That can kill you.
Protesters setting multiple Waymo self-driving cars on fire, the company pausing operations in downtown LA. Demonstrators voicing their anger over ICE's presence in the city.
We're not the problem. Immigrants aren't the problem. We're the solution.
What do you think about the National Guard being brought in?
I think that it's ridiculous because where was the National Guard on January 6th?
On Truth Social, the president calling the protesters troublemakers and insurrectionists.
We're going to have troops everywhere.
And adding overnight, bring in the troops. The LAPD chief asked about the National Guard, saying he would have thought local authorities could handle it, but...
Looking at the violence tonight, I think we got to make a reassessment.